We have to implement the background video. Before we do that, I don't know if you saw this bug that we had in the last lecture. We can't have that scale thing here. We say the border color instead of, at least I did that, instead of saying background color, then save. Find the variables on the final version of this project, please. We don't want to be here writing every piece of detail here. We must know how to use them, and everything is here already defined. Let's save and see what we have. Okay, here we do have. I know why we have this different color here, so I'm going to make the last update of the variables. Here we saw that instead of being this green, we must change its value to a new one, which is found right here. So let me inspect and simply update. Okay, and I'm going to paste it right here. I'm going to save it, and everything should be working fine by this moment. Okay, I'm going to start removing this background that I have for my header. Where are you? You are here. I'm going to create a structure here. Div, the class is going to be background video. Inside of it, I'm going to have this is the video element. I'm going to specify the source using the source tag. The source attribute value is going to be image, is inside of home video, and you have a Range Rover right here. Nice. I'm going to remove this. It's going to be automatically played. So let's say autoplay. It's going to be muted. It's going to run as a loop. And let me simply say the class is going to be background video. Nice. Now I have to create a component right here, and this is going to be background video as CSS. I'm going to put it on the right side. Okay, and I'm going to import right here, but I want this main to be on this side also. So let me say add. I'm going to simply be using Ctrl-Alt down arrow key and change it to background video. Save. Then I have the background video right here. All I have to do is to make sure that my background video has an absolute position. It's on the top and the left corner, really 0, 0, and it's occupying all the width and the available height. Okay, so let me start with the background video, which is the container right here, this one. Inside of it, I'm going to say that I want to fix its position to be absolute. I want the top, top to be 0, left to be 0, width it must occupy 100%, and the height it must occupy 100%. Therefore, if you know that this background video has absolute position, you must give the header, which is the parent element, a relative position. So here we have the header relative position. So every time you want to use the background video component, make sure that the parent is set to relative position, and it's nice. Now let's talk about the video itself. The video needs to occupy all the entire width of 100%. Let's see how it looks like right now. Okay, here we have, and the height, it also needs to occupy 100% of the available height. Okay, do you see what's happening? We are having overflow of content, and we don't have aspect ratio. we must make sure that nothing goes from this current element. So we use overflow hidden. Let's see how it looks like right now. Okay, now we see the background video, but its width and height is not how we want. We have to use the object fit property and set it to cover. It will cover all the available space, keeping the aspect ratio. Done. Easy to implement. This is the same that we have here. And I was forgetting, we have to insert our 5 icon here. We didn't do so. So let's go back, and that should be easy and you should do that by yourself. But I'm going to implement with you. We simply have to come here to the link, say that relationship is going to be icon, hypertext reference, where it is, I don't want to use this because the type is image X icon, and the hypertext reference right now image home fav icon, and this one. Let's save and see what we have done. Well, let's add some space between this text and this button. For that, I'm going to be using utility classes. I want to talk about utilities right now in the base. So we simply have to put here utilities. Here is the place where you're going to simply put utility formattings. For example, I may say that all that is known as margin bottom small is going to have a certain amount of pixels. So I'm going to say utility class margin bottom small, and the value is going to be margin bottom. How much I can give for that? I'm going to try starting with 3 ramp, which is 30 pixels, and I'm going to copy this class, not mall but small, and bottom, place it here, save without this dot, save right here also, and in my main also. Don't forget to import it because it's something that I'm forgetting. Utilities, let me save and see. Yes, I do have that margin, and if I inspect, I'm going to see margin right here, but I think this one has a greater margin than this one, or it's okay. No, let me remove. This margin is so huge. Let me reduce it for 2 rem. Done. Now we can move to the next lecture. For now, I'm going to be a bit faster because at this stage you should be comfortable working with CSS components and layout. Let's move.